I'm really excited today because we're back at Detroit Sponge and Chamois in Wixom, Michigan. This is the window cleaning supply store. When I first started my window cleaning business, I came in here, and still today they're jamming, shipping products all over the country, and you have to meet Mike Warway, the founder. Bro, we're gonna go in here, we're gonna do a tour, we're gonna interview him. This is gonna be epic. Let's go. All right, guys, I'm right here with Mike Warway, the CEO of Detroit Sponge. Bro, you mean so much to me.
Buddy?
I'm excited. Take us for an interview and show us what's going on, the tools, and just where this business has got to from then until now. And I want everybody to learn and see. Also, at the end, I want to show you what's going on at this table. Mike's got a demonstration for you, but not right now. Let's go. All right, Mike, so we have all of my favorite tools. I own a bunch of these tools that I got from you guys that we clean windows. What is all of this? What are these different brushes?
Sure.
And why would a window cleaner need these? What's the advantage over a squeegee?
Well, the technology is exploding in the window cleaning world using pure water to wash windows. Everybody knows that. That's the water-fed poles, the carbon fiber poles. Then we've gotten into a bunch of different brushes as well. We're trying hard to keep up with all of the offerings that are out there to help people be the most efficient they can be out on the job. So you have brushes that are different sizes. You have brushes that have different options to them with sill bristles
Wait a
sticking
second.
out.
So I know that this is nylon.
Yes.
What's this?
It's a different composition, different type of nylon. This particular manufacturer, they use all nylon in their brushes, but we have some that use boar hair too.
Yeah.
So it really comes down to trying to figure out the right tool for the right job. In the window cleaning world, this is definitely something that is become a mainstay of the industry, is the pure water. So you get into all the different options with these. The brushes is one part of it, but there's
So
even
brushing the window gently and then rinsing it with pure water, jets.
correct. All pure water, no chemicals. So it's very efficient, very economical, very ecological. And then there are things about how you can reach the windows. So there are different types of goosenecks. This is the gooseneck that goes at the top to attach. Then you see this one here, it swivels.
Wait, let me see.
Yeah.
So you put the brush on top of
put
this,
the brush
so
on
you
top
can
of
get a
there.
deep sill window.
You got it. And it can swivel side to side. So you can work out to your side, you can work on small windows, all that stuff.
This is called no ladders, no risk.
Yeah.
$150 per man hour. You've got a guy cleaning windows.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how much more production you can get with the tools.
We did a house recently. It was $495. Exterior is a pretty big house. Exterior only, and my guy did it in I think 45 minutes. He was able to do the whole thing on the outside only though, with water-fed pole, high water pressure.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So all of these accessories and all of these things are there to be able to service your poles, keep the brushes working well, because obviously downtime is still a killer in any service business. So all of these different options are in stock.
Where's that big carbon fiber gooseneck you showed me, bro?
Oh,
yeah.
This is a telescopic carbon fiber gooseneck. So if you think about old historic buildings that have big, long ledges to them, and you're able
like
to,
this?
Yes, sir. This goes right on the end of there with a
that money
square
maker
connection, and this would be able to reach in way deep to be able to wash a window that's on a real deep ledge. So it's pretty neat how they're coming up with more and more ways for you to be able to safely access more and more windows to be able to keep that technology working.
I will forever be obsessed with the idea of the window cleaning business, because even though it's a low barrier to entry startup business, you can scale it into hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars just cleaning glass.
Cleaning glass.
And when you wake up to the fact, you're like, wait a second, you're just driving. Glass is literally everywhere. So there's money everywhere in window cleaning, and so.
Absolutely.
All right, so that was awesome. Mike, we're looking at the water-fed poles now, the carbon fiber, all these different ones. I know I have a couple water-fed poles myself. What's the perfect water-fed pole for someone who's just getting started and they want an initial investment so they can crush it in window cleaning? And then what's a more advanced one for people that are doing like 4-story hotels and stuff?
Sure, well you can reach about as high as you want to with a water-fed pole. We have a 74-foot pole that's available.
Wait, 74
foot? Yeah,
you
go
have to have
7, 8
someone else
stories.
with like binoculars.
Yeah,
And it's like,
obviously it's a lot of work still to do it, but it's an option. This is, for example, a 27-foot pole, so it extends up to 27 feet, gives you pretty good performance. It's a good price point of a pole. Yeah, yeah. And it's made of a composition of carbon fiber and fiberglass, so it's what they call a composite pole. And then from there you get up into the other poles that are just made of carbon fiber, which are going to be more rigid and lighter. And then from there you go up to the ones that are the ultra strong and ultra light. So you have that one in your hand.
Whoa, bro. This is like so much lighter than my first water fed pole.
Yeah, well, feel this one.
Wait a second. This is the Gardiner Extreme 25 foot. I think this is the one I have.
Could be.
Yeah, I love this. It's so light. So this is carbon fiber, right?
It is the high modulus carbon fiber. So they engineer the fibers a little bit beyond the regular carbon fiber to make them even more
Look how high that is.
stiff.
So literally, so you can literally, you're just relaxing, chilling, you got your AirPods in, and you're cleaning 3-story windows. $15 a window. And you could do a house for $1,000. You got one guy on the inside cleaning the inside, a guy on the outside just chilling, one hand. And then it's spot-free rinse.
Spot-free rinse. And you can go higher, you know, so you think of hotels or buildings that are in that 3-4 story range, very, very doable with the right pole for sure. We have different grades of them because obviously there's different choices for different places. The right tool is always the right tool for the right job. These though are really changing the industry, and nowadays people like the adapters that we have that'll transition us over to work with the regular traditional tools too. So you can put your squeegee or scrubber on there, or a duster if you go inside of a property, you need to clean the cold air returns or whatever. You have a very stiff pole that you can use way up high to be able to reach up there and get accurate results.
And you know what else you could do? You could put a little clamp to put a GoPro on top of it or a DJI camera.
And we have an adapter for that.
Get the first, you do?
We do. We have a GoPro adapter, yeah.
Yeah, bro. And market your business with sweet videos. Dude, bro, I've been literally reading the Bible every single night before I go to bed, and I haven't missed, besides for one time we traveled, but 3.5 months straight. What were you just saying?
I was asking how does that affected you? What have you noticed?
Changed my life, bro.
Yeah. It's power in the words there, the timeless scrolls that really can offer us some perspective in this world for sure. So it's great. And then when you miss it for a few days, when I miss mine for a few days, I start noticing my attitude's going in the wrong direction, and it's like a reframing. It's just awesome getting back into that focus. We've been on this journey together right from when you began. People call and they watch your videos and they hear your story, and I tell them it's true that you started the way you did. I'm so happy and honored in my life to have walked along with so many people just like you. You get into your business for your own reasons and you want to accomplish your own goals from the business. And the reality is it's a heck of a journey. It's a good journey. You know, I've known many people made a long, full career out of this thing for sure, service and windows of all things. So little tidbits we could share with each other along the way. I appreciate you saying that, but it's really a two-way street for sure.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
All right, let's check this out. All right, Mike, we're going to look at more tools, but quick question.
Sure.
What is something in your business that you know now that you really wish you knew back then that you know now?
You know, I would say one of the things right off the bat would be that yes isn't always the right answer. For your business, you have to know kind of what the right answers are, and sometimes no is actually one of the most freeing statements that you can say. So instead of feeling like you have to do everything for everybody, you have to know what you do well and what it takes for your business to succeed. Knowing those boundaries is really key. So you have to keep it in perspective and offer that.
You say no. Oh, one other quick question. The International Window Cleaning Association and these other events, what are some of the industry events that you go to and you attend?
Sure. We've been a long-time supporter of the IWCA. That's the International Window Cleaning Association. Their website's iwca.org. It's a great website. It's a good community of window cleaners. We find that it attracts the bigger professionals in the group, but newcomers are welcome as well. Once a year, they'll do a trade show event. They do regional trainings as well for safety. Safety has always been their biggest concern, and making sure window cleaners can turn this into a profession and be really safe out there. So we go in and we exhibit every year at the trade show. This year coming up, it's going to be in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Yep, in February.
I was at the one in
25.
Orlando.
Yeah.
And then, okay.
It's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of people that are all in the industry. It's not a lot of other industries in there. It's window cleaners, and it's I always like it because it's an organization run by window cleaners, so it really kind of reflects that in its DNA, and it's a lot of fun. We found it to be very good. You meet the best manufacturers and suppliers out there for sure.
Perfect. All right, Mike, what's up with all these buckets, all the different
Sure.
colored buckets, and I love different scrubbers and
Sure. So
teach us, bro.
as much as everything has grown to the pure water part of the window cleaning business. The regular type of tools, traditional tools they'll call them, are still a big part of it. So buckets, these are 6-gallon rectangular buckets. They're designed so that they fit the window cleaning scrubber that's traditionally used widthwise, and an 18-inch squeegee widthwise, which is really a nice, because you can get to cover the most ground when you're washing the window. And we offer them in a whole bunch of different colors, because marketing does matter. Sometimes you organize crews that way. Sometimes it's for your colors for your whole company. And sometimes it's just because you're doing a specific job, and it's nice to know that you're the window cleaning team and you have all blue buckets or whatever.
I have a couple blue ones that I actually love them because they're so handy. Like
yeah, they're nice. And you know, the key with the bucket too, one of the tips of the buckets too, is it's 6 gallons, but you don't want to put 6 gallons of water in there. It's way too heavy. You watch it, and sometimes the new guys, you'll see that they have their buckets filled way up to the top. You look at an old timer that's been doing this, he'll have maybe 2-3 gallons of water in there, and that's it. Because then it won't spill as much, and it's easier to carry, and you're not fighting with yourself. There's lids available too.
We have this elderly couple, dude. They're like in their late 90s, and I personally go there to clean the inside of their windows. And so I actually bring this in the house, and then I have like a brand new pack of microfiber, and I'll lay them all the way out because they have mirrors everywhere. So it's like a whole wall of mirrors, and I lay down to catch every drop, and they're reading the newspaper, and it's like, anyways, it's good. I love these
good
people.
Stuff. Oh, it's good stuff. Good to be meticulous. And all these things will help you with that. There's different types of scrubbers too that have different threads and types of threads to them. Some that even have a little bits of abrasive stitched into them, so that when you're scrubbing, if you end up with bugs on the glass or whatever, you're more likely to be able to get this off. These are called a micro tiger. And then there's different sizes as well. You know, everything from the 10-inch, we even have one that's a little bit smaller than that. It's about a 6-inch size.
Brings me to a question with the bug scrubbing thing. What if there's stuff that somebody can't, like a new window cleaner doesn't know, and they clean the windows, and the customer's like, hey, there's still stuff. Yeah. And they're like, whoa, do I got to climb up 3 stories now and scrape the stuff off? Sure.
Yeah, scrapers can be mounted on poles, but you can also use things like these abrasive pads.
Oh, he's got everything, bro.
That can be mounted. Those are a woven pad. This is a walnut pad. This is probably the newest thing that's come in the industry. It's
also goes on the flat.
Crushed walnuts, yep. And there's pad holders for that. We have
smell like walnuts.
Ergonomic ones, and then we have the regular types here. This will fit onto here, so that you can actually put that onto a pole and a stick.
You showed me this thing once that's like the skylight cleaning pad.
Yep.
And I use the heck out of it, bro.
Yeah. It really does help. It's a good way to keep yourself off the ladder and get the results you still need. But yeah, for the abrasion, when you're out there scrubbing, and a lot of the scrubbers, they also have an abrasive swatch at the end of it, where if you ever just need a little bit more to get that off, it's like that white pad.
Sideways with that
right on the end, and you just scrub it off, and that'll get you the results too. And again, the key is that all these tools are great, but you got to kind of find what works for you and your job. And the abrasives can be good, scrapers can be good, but it's always a matter of the right tool for the right job, for sure.
I'm smiling because I'm going through 10,000 window cleaning jobs in my head of like good times and bad times.
Yeah.
I'll tell you in the next aisle a story where I called Mike. You're gonna want to hear this. Let's go in the next aisle.
All right.
When I was new in my window cleaning business, I would get myself into these anxiety situations, and sometimes I'd call Mike in the middle of the workday, and I'd be like, bro, this customer. Oh, there was a customer who I first got the water fed pole. I came here, I think I was like dumping out change to get it because I was. And so but this customer didn't like the water fed pole. He's like, how come you're not doing it old school, traditional style with the squeegee? And this dude had a 3-story house. I'm up on the knees. My knees are shaking on a ladder. And I was like, the customer doesn't like the water fed pole. What do I tell him?
Yeah, so the service industry usually battles down to a battle for credibility and trust. So you got to be confident, and you got to reassure your customer that, look, I'm going to clean your windows and you're going to be totally happy with the results. How I do that, I'm going to choose the right tools for that. I'm the professional, but the customer needs to know that they're confident in your ability to do the job and provide the spot-free results. Because it is very different when you leave the windows. Guys that I've talked to wash windows for 30, 40 years and they transition to the water fed, they have a hard time getting used to the fact that they walk away from the job and there's still water on the glass. it's a thing. So you have to get yourself to the point where you're convinced and that you have that credibility going forward. So
we just tell them on the phone, it's like, oh, we use a super water filtration system, and it's a spot-free rinse. Any water you see just dries spot-free. What's this?
Yeah, so I don't want to pass without mentioning some of the classic manufacturers in our industry. This is the Ettore company. Their logo are the wings. They've made some of the best squeegees in the world for generations. It's still a family-owned business based out of California. Their squeegee rubber is still our best seller, and it's largely touted as one of the best in the world, basically. And their brass squeegees, they still make a lot of these products actually in California, which is really cool. And they offer a full line of all the different accessories, things like the reticulating handles.
See that?
That's their logo. Yep.
Remember that, bro.
That's right. Customer service there is phenomenal. They do a great job standing behind their products for sure. Things like rotating squeegee handles so that you can tilt that squeegee and go across a glass, maybe even not have to bend down and reach down and squeegee the window.
I first started and I had just the fixed head like T-bar, and I didn't. And then one day I got basically the articulating swivel head, and it was a game changer, bro.
Yep, and there are even more options for those now in the market. But like I say, I can't pass by Ettore without mentioning them because they're such a big supporter of the industry. They continue to have the quality demands of the quality professional window cleaner too.
Yes. Oh, real quick. Now we're in the Unger aisle. I got a bunch of Unger stuff.
So earlier you had mentioned the microfiber pads. I'm gonna put some stuff on a cart. Maybe we can go over later and chat about it and go into more detail.
Oh, yeah, this is dope.
But that's the stuff that allows you to be able to clean some of the skylights, all professionally made and engineered. Unger also makes full line of all their scrubbers that are all the best.
I got this.
Technology.
The Monsoon, right?
It holds a lot of water. Yep, called the Monsoon. Their squeegees are pretty awesome. We'll put one of these on the cart to talk about too. That's the Unger Ninja. It's kind of a neat new engineered squeegee with the...
I got this one too.
Yep.
This is actually one of my favorite squeegees because the way it's balanced.
Yeah.
You don't have to put any pressure. You just go across, let the squeegee do the work.
Yeah, there's different types of squeegee handles that all accomplish different things.
Flip it.
And it's a scrubber and squeegee there together.
Wax on, wax off.
Remember we talked about scrapers earlier. Unger has their own rendition of the big Ninja scraper that also offers the ability to, oh wow, this one's wrong. They offer their ability to pivot the scraper so it goes towards the glass. Okay, so that's nice so that if you ever want to have on a scraper on a pole versus by hand.
We don't do any scraping. I say if I can't get it off with the scrubber or the water-fed pole, sorry, Mrs. Jones, we can't get it off. We just do a basic cleaning.
And then they have other scrubbers too. This is their latest and greatest one, the Ninja, that has different types of fibers stitched into it, so you get a real aggressive scrub out of there. And then they have one that's probably the best grade of microfiber of any scrubber that's out there.
Oh wow! So this will hold
a ton of water and scrub very, very well.
Yes, I love it when I learned the bucket on the belt, and you could just work off of a bucket and a little bit of water, and I'll rotate it when I hit the window.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure I took time, Keith, real quick to introduce you to Patrick. Patrick is...
Bro, nice to meet you. I've met you before.
Yeah, he's been on our team for about 5 years now. One of the things I love about the window cleaning industry is it really supports itself from inside. So Patrick actually owned a window cleaning business and ran it for about 25 years. And he still loves the industry, so it's super great to have him on board here. Technical expert, can answer on all sorts of different aspects of how you can run your window cleaning business better. And it's been great to be able to walk alongside window cleaners with Patrick on our team for sure.
So if anybody calls, can they get on the phone with you?
They can, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So if you're in the window cleaning business, you call to order something, you want to know something about a tool or have a concern or question, you've really been doing the thing for years.
I have. I'm still learning. You know, in this industry, you're always still learning, whether it's, you know, for the older generation or the new generation, continuing to learn within the business. But yeah, no, I'm always available through email or through phone.
Awesome. Nice to meet you. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, since I've sold window cleaning equipment for 40 years, but I really am not that good of a window cleaner. It's nice to have somebody on my team that's actually got the street cred to be out there as a window cleaner for sure. So glad to have you on board.
Love it.
Thank you.
So when you go to DetroitSponge.com, look for the Keith kit.
Yeah.
Bro, now we're on the Sorbo aisle. When I first started, this is how I even met Mike, bro. I was cleaning windows with the cheapest tools possible from Home Depot, middle of the freezing winter. And some kid comes out, he goes, are you starting a window cleaning business? Or you're like, I'm like, he goes, what are those tools you're using? You gotta use Sorbo. I go, Sorbo? Kevin Sorbo? He's like, no. so he brings out, he's like, you wanna buy mine? I'm quitting you're quitting. So for like, I think it was like 80 bucks, he sold me hundreds of dollars with Sorbo stuff. I said, where'd you get this from? He goes, go to Detroit Sponge. And I went and bought more Sorbo stuff. Show us, Mike.
Yeah, sure. So Sorbo was a big innovator in our industry. He redesigned the squeegee and he made it out of a thicker aluminum size that has these notches in the channel that we could discuss some other time. And the channel doesn't bend and it holds the rubber more squarely on the glass to where you really get longer life out of the rubber. And then he has a whole line of all of his products that go along with it, like a pivoting handle, so that you can reach and do the same thing again, where you can go sideways on the windows, reach up real high in the windows. He made them, one of his big ways into the industry to begin with was making super long channels. So this is a 36-inch channel. So think about a car dealership, something like that, where you're, the guys that used to work in the mall, they used to do this type of stuff when the malls were big, And it's so rigid that it allows you to use a bigger squeegee, whereas the brass style, you get past 22 and it's a little bit difficult.
This is incredible. We're talking whoosh, talking about $1,000 per man hour.
Yeah, and he, and Sorbo was always about being efficient on the job, so he actually still makes a 36-inch scrubber too. So earlier we were showing the scrubbers that are 6 inches or whatever.
This is a scrubber?
Yeah. Dude. So you got the handle and the scrubber that go up.
This is the handle?
There's that, that.
Look at this.
That's even the wrong size, but yeah, there you go.
Wow.
There you go.
I'm just thinking about how fast you can basically make money.
Yeah.
You'll be in and out of like a huge house or a dealership so fast, and the customers are like, but the windows are sparkling.
Yeah, absolutely. So all of the Sorbo products, he even makes some snazzy designs from time to time of custom designed squeegees that have nice little fun things to them.
I love that.
He's got the nickname in the industry of Godfather.
Yeah.
Because he was a big innovator with the industry. So we saw a lot of his different stuff, and Sorbo's a great family-owned business as well, based out of California, and they're a lot of fun to sell their products too. Continually innovating. Another new one to the market has been the Mormon product.
Bro, I've got a Mormon squeegee. I love it.
Yeah.
I love how the way the edges fan out like that, and they're sharp. So it's like a very precise. You can get up in the corners of the seals of the window. Let me know, window cleaners, and you can get very fast and articulate with the Mormon squeegee. Yep. This is the Mormon Liquidator. This is the Liquidator 2.0.
Yep. And the 3.0 is their newest version. No, it's all good. I just have so many products in here that the manufacturers are so attuned to the market that they've made products to solve problems for window cleaners. This was made by a window cleaner. It was a window cleaner in Iowa, and he couldn't get the ladder, doing traditional schools, he couldn't get the last little bit of that window when you have the lip. So he designed a whole line of products called the Ledgers.
Let me see.
Jerry Rigdon. He's
Look at this.
a nice guy.
It reaches in deep ledges, so you can just whoosh, done.
And then he had people calling him saying, I want that product, but I need it bigger because I have deeper ledges. And these actually do work. And they're from the ground up design. I like that. We'll talk about a new product that I just found out about too.
I'll put a bunch of links in the description below too.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I'm excited.
It's exciting, right? You get into all these things that solve problems just that you might have out there on the job for sure. It's kind of the theme.
All right, let's go check out the next thing. All right, so this is the table with the actual, the Unger Hydropower. I have that one, bro.
Correct. These are all the kits that we have put together with you that are up on the website that people can check out.
On DetroitSponge.com.
Yes, on
I'll put links in the description below to all this stuff. Bro.
Yeah, we've broken it down to where there's 3 kits up there, and it's basically the starter setup, where you have the single stage Unger Hydropower. We got some good videos on those up on the website. You can check those out. That's teamed together with the 27-foot pole that we talked about earlier.
This has got the one bag, the resin bag.
The one bag resin in it. Yep. And then we have one that's teamed up with the 35-foot pole to be able to reach those higher places. Like you're talking. Yeah, that's the carbon fiber. So a little step up in the packages, but it gets you what you need to be able to go up to about 40 foot of work height. All these poles, it's the actual length of the pole, 35 feet plus the worker's height. Wow. And then before you get too excited about that one, this one here is a 47-footer. And we have this packaged up on there.
You ever see the movies? I think it was it Mel Gibson? Here, hold this.
Yeah, okay.
He picked up a tool and he was like, he saw a better one. He's like,
drops
And then he kept, you know what I'm talking about?
It happens around here. It does happen. So that's a 47-foot pole. So there you're going to have 52 feet worth of working height. So
well, what about those? Do you have those crazy glasses?
I don't, but Jeff Bezos does. So you can buy them on Amazon.
Oh, I bought this pair of glasses that have mirrors, so you can like look forward and it makes you look up, but then you walk around like you're...
Yeah, it's good because, you know, the neck, the posture, the ergonomics of the pole work is important.
So this guy who works for me, we're cleaning this, we do these huge houses. One house is like 12,000 square feet. And so I come out of the house and he's sitting down like this. I'm like, are you okay, bro? I thought he was sick or something. He goes, no, my neck hurts. I'm like, what do you mean your neck hurts? He goes, from looking up. You know, I'm like, so if you water-fed pole and you're looking up like this, non-stop for like an hour straight, bro, you have to take a break. Yep. But you can make a lot of money.
You get excited though because you're moving so fast, you can cover so many windows that you tend to kind of lock in, and you do need to remember to
try to do this thing where I like lean back so my neck, but there's no way around it.
Yeah. So anyways, that's the 47-foot pole. That's going to get you up really the most practical. That's about the height that you like to get to, 50-foot work. And it all works in tandem with the pure water equipment because you have to have the pure water to make the magic happen up there and get the windows cleaned without any solution and any residue.
So how does the pressure make it all the way up to the top so it has adequate?
Yeah, it's a good question. That's one of the reasons we've teamed this up with the younger hydropower as well, is that there's no pressure that's really needed. Hydropower is 100% DI resin. There's no filters to it. So there's pluses and minuses of that, but you can that'll make it to where you don't have any reduction in the flow for sure. When you move over to a pure water system that has filters, we have one of them packaged up with your stuff with a booster pump so that it can do just what you're talking about. It can push up the water higher and it can actually go.
This is a reverse osmosis.
Correct. Reverse osmosis filter. Resin? It does have resin, but it uses filters also with the resin. So it makes it more efficient to create pure water. It's usually more economical to use a multi-stage system. You'll read a lot on the internet about multi-stage systems that's using filters with DI resin, whereas these are only DI resin. And we have a couple good videos up on the website you can check out about that stuff too. We can help you decide what's the best choice for you based on the water that you're working on in your area and what the water quality is like. But anyways, these are all fun things, and we have, like I say, 3 kits up there on the website that are really designed to be able to get you close to where you need to be. And from there, you've seen all the aisles. We can customize anything. There's the basic kit that has the single hydropower resin. Then there's a kit that has the 3-stage resin to it, 3-stage system to it, and then there's the one that has the full water-fed pole system with the multi-stage system, filter system built with it too. And they run between $1,000 to get into it. So if you're just starting out there and you want to get going, you can get into it for a price point of $1,000, and then you can go all the way up to, you know, $3,000–4,000 to get the more expensive one.
Before this, I got a quick question, but one thing, I'm gonna put links in the description to more in-depth shop tours and interviews that I've done with Mike, where we really talk about the tools, because if there's any questions that you had, I can almost guarantee they're covered in those other previous videos, so check this out. But one quick question, for somebody who's just getting started in the window cleaning business, like what is the number one most valuable piece of advice for a brand new newbie getting into the industry?
Sure. Well, my personal approach to it is keep it simple. You got to find customers that want you to be out there cleaning the windows. You need to learn the techniques, but don't overcomplicate it. You're not going to have everything just right. Sometimes you get hooked on that, I want to buy the perfect kit to answer all the questions. Just answer the questions that you need to at the beginning. Start simple. It's a psychological battle as much as it is a money battle. So let your brain have some success. Feed that success and keep going.
I love it. Keep it simple. Perfect.
Keep it simple.
All right, so we got all these great tools, and I keep seeing these. I have a bunch of different microfiber and window cleaning towels, but these are crazy. What are these?
These are actually a used towel that we sell. They're what they call the Huck towel, H-U-C-K towel. And these are the green, super green towels that we sell. We hand inspect them and make sure that because they are used, and then we buy them on the secondary market. So we make sure we grade them out and get all the good stuff to the customers. They definitely like the way that they can throw them over the shoulder. These work fantastic for detailing the window. It's a cotton towel, won't leave you the lint, won't leave you the fuzz. They dry quickly, so you can have multiple towels with you. You can wrap them around a squeegee perfectly. That way you can do the edges.
No, I got a tip for you. Never go cheap when it comes to towels. Get 2 big bags or bins and keep them on your van or truck. Clean towels, dirty towels. Don't keep trying to work a dirty towel. You're bringing it into someone's house. Right. You should all clean tools every single time. If the towels, as soon as they get a little bit dirty, it goes into the wash.
Great tip.
And no fabric softener out of towel.
Yeah, no fabric softeners. Fabric softener is not your friend. Make it smell pretty, but it will not help it to absorb.
We're out. Thanks so much for the tour.
No problem.
Detroit Sponge, we're in Wixom, Michigan. Where can everybody find you and your business and on social media?
Yeah, social media, the tag of the Detroit Sponge. We're at DetroitSponge.com. Rebecca on our team takes care of all the social media stuff. We're out there and we're about. Thanks for your support. As a small family-owned business, it's great having walked this journey with you for so many years, man. Really good to see you today.
Are you feeling overwhelmed, stressed out, bogged down? I know how you feel. I've been running my landscaping business 13 years, and one of the #1 things that helped me was Jobber software. It freed up so much time because everything became digital on my phone. Billing, invoicing, payment collection, you could do it all with Jobber. If you want to try a totally free trial of Jobber software for 2 weeks and get a huge discount with my exclusive link, go to getjobber.com/Kelfus. Just go there and click the link below. Try it. You'll love it.